Free Kick 2014 brought to you in association with an Institute of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, Hemant Malwankar's Prince Furnitures and Prince Garments, Goa State Cooperative Bank Limited, Apex Cooperative Bank for the State of Goa.
नमस्कार आणि येवकार तुमकां आयच्या फ्री किक कार्यक्रमान हो आमचो लास्ट एपिसोड फ्री किकाचो थ्रू फ्री किक वी वर सेलिब्रेटिंग द ग्रेटेस्ट शो ऑन अर्थ दॅट्स द FIFA World Cup and yes the 2014 FIFA World Cup is coming to a grand finish. आज आमच्या बरोबर आसात इंडियेचे आदले गोलकीपर अर्जुना अवॉर्डी ब्रह्मानंद शंकवाळकार. दुसरे पॅनलिस्ट आमच्या बरोबर आसात ते इंडियेचे current defender Indian football teamiche Denzel Franco. So to begin with, Brahmanand, another World Cup is coming to a grand finale, and every World Cup is a pointer towards the evolution of game. What we see in World Cups is normally the trend that is followed in the upcoming period as we go into the next World Cup. So how would you describe this World Cup?
I think this World Cup is coming to this World Cup. Let me say about the last World Cup was much better. This World Cup is much better than that.
Much better than the 2000.
Yes, yes. So in terms of if you look at it, the fitness of the players, overall totality of the game, meticulous training. Today everything has become scientific and everything is improving today. That's one of the reasons I can say that this World Cup, we can see best of the things, including best of the goals and more number of goals. Yeah.
Right. Denzel, what's your observation?
Yeah, I feel the same. You know, it's been more equipped with more facilities coming in, the goal line facility, technology, and the referees improving on their, a lot of improvement in refereeing as well. So I would say that much more than what last World Cup was held. It's a lot of improvement in that.
The goals per match, the average is almost 3 goals per match. Lot of goals, and lot of number of passes is much higher. So hanga amka free flowing football पळोवंक मेळा. हाज्या इतलो फ्री फ्लोइंग फुटबॉल तुमकां पयलींच्या खंयच्या वर्ल्ड कपांनी याद जाता?
ना इतलो नाशिल्लो. हांव कितें म्हणटा तुका बिकॉज ऑफ द फिटनेस लेवल इज कन्सर्न फर्स्ट. इट इज सच अ लेवल सायंटिफिकली आय एम टेलिंग यू दॅट it is not bewished to defend only one striker or one or two players in the team, but today almost each and everyone is supporting each other. And you look at it, even whenever the match goes into the extra time, to take for example Messi, the beginning of the match till the 120th minute of the extra time, he is the same in the fitness. So see the level of fitness is being built up. It is so done systematically, meticulously, is because which we never used to see in the earlier World Cups. We could see on the face of a player that there is some tiredness, but it's not there. So this is one of the reasons I feel that there is a lot of support to the striking power from the midfielders, whoever, maybe the right backs, maybe the wing backs, maybe the wing halves, and that support has come in such a way that that's why the things are moving on. And as far as the passes are concerned, everybody is become so possessional. There is a lot of positions given. It's only because of fitness.
Right. Denzel, as you are the defender of the Indian team, how would you say specifically what has been the quality of defending here? Which defender has impressed you in particular?
I would say there have been a lot of defenders around, like Thiago Silva of Brazil, and then but unfortunately he could not play in the last match against in the semi-finals. But I would go with Gonzalez. Gonzalez of Costa Rica has been doing tremendous in the full tournament. Till date, they were out of the tournament World Cup, and he's been doing good. Yeah, I can go with him for the best defender.
All right. Brahmanand, coming to goalkeeping, we have Keylor Navas of Costa Rica, Germany's Manuel Neuer, and Argentina's Sergio Romero, who have been nominated in the shortlist for the Golden Glove Award. So out of these three, who is your personal favorite?
I think my personal favorite at the moment is Manuel Neuer. Because overall goalkeeping, if you look at it, especially he played as a defender in terms of crisis for Germany.
Absolutely.
Defense got beaten most of the times, and he was a savior for them. which I didn't see most of the time with any other goalkeepers. But besides the saving of the from within the goal post, all of the actions of the goalkeeping, Navas also was great. Even Sergio Romero was great, and in the tiebreaker he brought the Argentina into the finals.
Sure, he saved 2 penalty kicks. Coming to the managers here, we have seen different types of managers at this World Cup. Of course, they are 32 best managers, otherwise they wouldn't have their teams at the World Cup. But out of these 32 managers, Denzel, coming to you first, does anybody of them particularly inspire you, particularly the one who has the best tactics in the World Cup, and the one you learnt a lot from, who it would be?
I would say Van Gaal of Holland has been like a good choice for best coach of the tournament. But then if you go to see even Germany's coach Joachim Löw, he's been also doing a great job, and the team has reached the final. So counting on both of them, I would go with Germany coach Joachim Löw, because he's been, he's really gelled the team in such a way that if you see Germany playing the football for the World Cup, I mean from the start till the end, till date, it's really, I have no words to say for that match.
Yes,
I mean,
it's been impressive.
Very impressive.
The least.
Yeah.
Here, as a player, if you have a manager who keeps on changing the formations in the period of regulation time, because he was changing it for Holland many times depending on the situations. Yeah. So as a player, how much you have to be alert, and how much you have to be intelligent to receive the new ideas from your manager in the heat of the moment?
It all depends on how the players adjust at that point of time, because the manager will always tell you go for this system or go for that system, but at the end it's all our decision how we make it on the field. So yes, the player has to be always on his toes, whether it's 4-3-3 system or it's 4-4-2 system, or it's called the way you want, the way the coach is expecting, you have to be ready with the plan always.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Brahmanan, Germany आम्ही हांगा game पळयल्या, as Denzel has just said, they have been very impressive from the start, but in fact they have gone on to become better and better as the tournament has progressed.
Yes.
And we think that Germany are the new kings of samba football. जे पयली आम्ही ब्राझीलाक म्हणटाले, they play samba football, but in this World Cup it seems like the Germany are the new kings of samba football. You must have seen a lot of German teams right from good old days. So where do you think this team fits in amongst the old Germany team? Did the Germans of the past play as good flowing football as this Germany team?
No, earlier days I was seeing Germany's in the sense that whenever they're falling down in the defense, they would attack totally. Of course, there were individuals who can brilliantly go bypass, be supported by others, but here it is a collective, which I have not seen before.
Collective team.
Collective, totally a collective team. And everyone is physically fit. You cannot compare who is fitter than others. So it is totally in totality. Right. Even in the last World Cup, I would like to say add something more here. Most of the guys from the last World Cup are into this World Cup. So 4 years playing for big clubs and into the nation. I think they have totally have great understanding among themselves. That is one of the reasons they are successful here.
This is the 20th edition of FIFA World Cups, but we are yet to get an African team into the semi-finals of the World Cup finals, as it is said. Kira dista tuga, why aren't the African teams progressing to the semi-finals? They have made it till the quarter-finals I think 3 times. So kira tukta African team?
Something is wrong in the mindset. I don't know what happens to them. There's lack of maturity sort of when they go to the progress later. They're just stagnant or they get crumbled. Something is wrong. They have got to have their thoughts maybe. I think something is wrong in the sense that these people, there's something wrong somewhere for the Africans.
But they have the talent, they have the physical fitness, isn't it?
Absolutely. And most of them play in Europe and other places. But this particular stage, they collapse. Now it has happened such a trend that you don't know. So sure, even the team doing very well up to the quarterfinal, even reaching to the semi-final, about to reach the semi-final, you cannot have trust African team is going to reach or not.
Right.
That level.
We saw the second semi-final between Argentina and Netherlands, and it was Argentina's goalkeeper Sergio Romero who saved 2 goals. Now talking about his counterpart Silesen in Netherlands goal, ताज्याबद्दल अशें म्हणटात की of course it's a statistic that he has not saved a single penalty in his career so far. म्हाका सांग हांगा गोलकीपराचे पेनल्टी सेव करपा बद्दल जे स्टॅटिस्टीक आसा ते तुका कितें सांगता?
There are goalkeepers who, there are very key points for goalkeepers. These key points, goalkeepers should remember that moment. Maybe he has been playing that level of football, and possibly he may never made up himself into that, in the bracket of those goalkeepers who are specialized in saving penalty kicks. But definitely at point of view, I would like to tell you that those key points, goalkeeper has to remember that moment. And I've seen wrist of the goalkeepers has to be so strong, especially the powerful kicks. Whenever you punch the ball has to go away. And goalkeepers reached in that time of that moment, the ball travels, because these balls are not very speedy. Everyone takes a powerful kick except the Costa Rica's one or two, which was I don't say they are so powerful kicks of Costa Rica's, but in the sense that goalkeeper has to be very, very brave, very strong enough.
Is it also a psychological case for him now? कि आता तक कोई होता ते स्टैटिस्टिक याद उरतले कि आपने एक कोई पेनल्टी सेव करूंगा म्हणून.
He has to make up his mind that I'm going to save. One thing I tell you, goalkeeper has to say, he has to commit to his players or defender or to the coach, sir, I am going to save. I am going to save at least three kicks in these 5 penalty kicks. When a goalkeeper commits to the coach, I am going to save, his performance inside, it will give him a lot of confidence inside, courage inside. So their braveness will come for him when he stands in the goal. He will save at least 1, if not 2 at least.
Netherlands coach Louis van Gaal asked a couple of players whether they were ready to go and take the first penalty, and they declined. So as a player, अशें कित्याक जावंक शकता? Why do you think those players declined?
The first reason I can say is the players are not confident about. They are under pressure. I mean, when a player is under pressure, this is what, because they know the whole nation is watching them, and if there is, as I told you earlier, there is a lot of pressure on the player when he takes a penalty kick, and if the penalty is stopped, say example when Percy goes and the penalty is stopped, he knows that my name is gone down, but that is not a sportsman should behave like.
Played for India in shootouts and all. Has any player declined taking first penalty?
There are players I don't want to name. First penalty? I don't want to name them, but there are players who feel shy of this situation. I can rather say it's shy because they want to run away from the situation. As I said, they just want to keep themselves away from all.
And it's about that first penalty. The opening penalty is the most pressure on a player, right?
It's always the first penalty and the last penalty, because sometimes the last penalty is the winning penalty when you score, and if it is stopped, if you have a chance to score and win the match, and if it's stopped, then it's a pressure on you.
You usually take the penalties in between, isn't it?
I normally, I have most of the time taken the last penalty. I have taken a penalty in the SAF Cup in Bangladesh when I scored the winning penalty, and then again for my former club Churchill Brothers, when we won the Durand Cup in Delhi, I took the last final penalty against Calcutta team, Mohammedans.
Okay. Let's now take a short break. We'll be back soon and we'll build up at this big match between Argentina and Germany. Don't go away.